Hey, what's up guys? How you guys doing? In this video, I'm gonna go over how I became financially free at 27. And by financially free, let me just clarify that there are a lot of people that will tell you that you have to get to a certain amount of money in order to be financially free. Well, let me tell you my definition of financially free. Financially free for me means that I don't have to go to work to make money. I have a pretty good living. I have a pretty good, decent living, and I don't really need or require to go to work in order to maintain my living. To me, that's financial freedom because I'm not tied to a job. I'm not tied to actually having to show up to a job or clock in to make money. How do I make money? You can go watch my other YouTube videos. It's literally down there. But to summarize, I just own a business, a brick and mortar business in here in Illinois, in Chicago, and I also own a couple of online stores or a couple of online businesses as well. So to summarize, that's basically what I do. And how I started doing it is I started it at 21. That's when I finally realized that I had to do something for my life, and I had to do something in order for me to live the life that I always wanted. I might not be the richest guy on YouTube showing you a Bugatti or showing you a $500,000 watch, even though my watch is pretty expensive, but I don't really show it because it's a reward for myself, not to anybody else. My car is not one of the most expensive cars in the world. It's not a $500,000 Lamborghini STO Aventador. Is just a regular 2024 AMG. That's all I wanted, and that's basically all you need in Chicago, because in Chicago it's really hard to drive a supercar, especially with the snow. But my point of this video is to give you guys some insight into what is it that I started doing at 21 in order for me to start my businesses and start literally creating financial freedom. And I just hope that some of the things that I'm gonna explain to you in this video makes sense for you and you actually apply them, because if you actually apply them, there's literally no way you're not gonna be able to achieve it, because if I was able to achieve it, I'm pretty sure you can. But I'm gonna give you guys I'm gonna give you guys a warning. This is not something that you're gonna build quick. I'm gonna tell you the real truth, but it's not something that you're just gonna, in the next 6 months, you're gonna be really financial freedom. It doesn't work like that. Let's be realistic. So I'm just going to explain you how I started, and hopefully you can get some insight and do it for you as well. Okay, so first thing first, I started working when I was 18. Through the age of 18 all the way until the age of 21, I was already working at regular jobs. I was working at factories. I was working at construction sites, and I never actually liked that. So when I started realizing that that's not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, I started learning a skill set. First I was having like my little side job, having like my own social media marketing business in which I was helping businesses through the social media, because at that point social media was really new. Like, it wasn't as big as it was right now. We're talking 2018, 2017. A lot of businesses didn't even know how to start their marketing on social media. So I started doing the social media for them, and I was getting a couple of clients. I was making like $600 to $1,000 per client. That's a month. And that made me realize that I didn't need to work at my job, because I was making $14 an hour. So at this point I was just all in on my social media marketing agency. And then I got into a pivotal point where I literally just got burned out. I think that's what happened. I got burned out, and to be honest, I stopped doing the social media marketing because it was really consuming a lot of my time, because I was doing everything myself. Now at this point I realized that I should have hired employees, because I was doing all the work. I was doing the marketing, I was doing the prospecting, I was getting new clients, I was hopping on sales calls, and I was doing everything that I should have just outsourced and I was just doing it by myself. So I got burned out, and I realized that I was hating it at that point because I didn't want to keep on doing it because it wasn't like it wasn't giving me the freedom that I wanted. So lately, what I did is, after I quit my social media marketing agency, I started learning how to cut hair. So I started learning how to cut hair, and I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty good at it. So I started, just my career just skyrocketed. It skyrocketed. I was making six figures already with cutting hair in the matter of six months. But because I was really passionate about it, because I was already just so fed up with everything that was going on with the jobs, and then with the social media marketing agency was bringing me so much stress. So I just wanted something where I could passionately do for the rest of my life, and actually like make a living of. So I started cutting hair, and long story short, at the matter of 4 years, I opened up my own barbershop, which is my business, that my brick and mortar business that I was talking about. I opened up my own barbershop, but the thing is that I didn't open up the barbershop with barber money. I opened the barbershop with day trading money, because I was also day trading at my 3rd year of cutting hair, because I was making money, I was making cash, and I wasn't sure how to compound it, how to multiply. So I learned about trading stocks, I learned about day trading, I learned about crypto, and I started like putting some money aside to my crypto portfolio, my stocks portfolio, and then I started from there. And yep, they basically 2 years from there, from when I started to invest in cryptos and trading, that gave me enough money to literally open up my spot. So I could literally say that I'm one of the persons that have literally opened up their own business using crypto money, using trading money. Most people that you see online, they make a couple of profits, they go ahead and they go ahead and they go ahead and buy a new Lamborghini, a new watch, or something like that would catch your attention just for you to buy their course. I didn't do that. As soon as I got as soon as I was making good money with trading, the first thing I did, it was not to go buy a fucking Lambo or put $100,000 down on a Lambo. I'd rather put $100,000 down on my business that would keep on generating me money, so then later on my business can pay off my car. And that's exactly how I did it. I basically used the day trading profits into my business. My business started generating me profits every single month, which that business pays for this car, pays for my living, and pays for my freedom of not having to go show up to work every single day. And to many, that would be pretty awesome. That would be such a definition of financial freedom, because at that point, that's when you have financial freedom, when you don't have to show up to work. You do it because you want to, because you love it. And that's me right now. Honestly, I love cutting hair. I love day trading, because that's literally what got me here. That's my business. What gave me my business, what gave me this car, what gave me my $50,000 watch, whatever it is, whatever materialistic. If you're materialistic driven or not, I'm not really on either side of it. I do have some nice things, but I don't have as many as to show you that I really got it like that, because I'm not interested in that. Because like I said, I basically, when I started making money with trading, I didn't go ahead and buy a car. I went ahead and bought a business. I think that's way more smart and valuable than going and putting $100,000 on a Lambo or something like that. I'm just not like that. So yep, that's basically how I started my career. And let me tell you guys that you can just tell by my accent I'm not from here. Like, I literally came to this country 10 years ago, and I didn't have nothing, man. I didn't have nothing. If you think that you need to have some sort of help from the beginning in order to make something great out of your life, that's completely false, because I didn't need it. I literally all I did was hard work, consistency, and I always had a plan. You always have to have a plan. My plan was broken down in a couple of businesses that I started: social media marketing, jobs, then social media marketing, and then my haircutting career, then my business, and then day trading. Have you ever read the book of Rich Dad Poor Dad? He explains you the quadrant of wealth, which is the first on the left. We have the employee side. That's when you start. I started being an employee, and then I jumped right into the business quadrant because I skipped the self-employed, and I skipped the self-employed, so I jumped right into the business quadrant, and it made me so stressed. I wasn't ready for it. That's the reason why I think I got overburned, overworked, and over hustled, and I had to get away with it, had to get away from it. So I went back into the quadrant. I was being an employee, and then I became a self-employed by learning how to cut hair. I was basically my own boss. I was working my own career, and then that put me into the business quadrant as well. One more time, it made me like open up my own barbershop, and then from my barbershop it put me in the investor quadrant. So because of now I'm investing into crypto trading, and that makes me more money. My money is making me more money, and I don't need to work for money no more. So I think that's pretty cool. I think this is gonna be one of the most like eye-opening videos and honest videos that you ever gonna see on the internet, because I'm not gonna here tell you a strategy of how to make $10,000 a month, make $100,000 a year in the first month, something like that. I'm gonna tell you what worked for me, and this was all in a matter of 5 years. So if you really put your work in 5 years, you will be surprised where you're gonna end up. So I do recommend that you try it, and if this is something that you actually want to accomplish, you will accomplish it. You just have to put in the work and not give up, because giving up is easier. It's the easy route than rather achieving your dreams. So that's why a lot of people don't achieve their dreams, because giving up is easier. So I'm just sharing my story. Hopefully it works for you, and hopefully you get some value from this video. And yep, that's how basically you can achieve financial freedom. You don't have to do anything else than just persistence, hard work, and determination. That's all you need. Those are the 3 keywords that you ever going to need, and you're not gonna find them and you're not gonna find the real definition of those words on a YouTube video or on a podcast or on a book. You have to find them through experience. And if you don't experience those 3 keywords, you're not ever going to realize what they actually mean until you execute them. So please execute this video if you actually want to change your life. I'm just telling you what changed my life. Hopefully it can change yours as well. My name is Isaac Vera. Follow me on Instagram, isaacvera.official, for more of my lifestyle, day-to-day activities that I post. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to see more content like this, some raw content. I'm gonna start posting more on YouTube on English, even though I've been posting so much on Spanish, but I want to give myself a challenge this 2026. I want to speak better on English. I want to speak better on camera and on English. So yeah, that's basically just a challenge for me. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Okay, take care.